Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting lecture of process modeling and simulation. And the module which we are following these days is related to the modeling of unit processes. And so far, we have simulated mixer, stream splitter, flash separator, decanter, and component splitter. So our today's activity is related to the simulation of heat exchanger. So let's quickly go to the case study and see what are the simulation requirements and how we can simulate a heat exchanger. So just like other activities, this activity is also linked with CLO number 1 and CLO number 2. CLO number 1 is related to the selection of component and fluid package in Aspen Plus or even in Aspen HYSYS, and CLO number 2 is related to the simulation of unit operations. So there are two objectives of doing this activity. Number one is to recognize the way of using heat exchanger in Aspen Plus and knowing how to perform a shortcut calculation of heat exchanger in Aspen Plus. So basically, our this activity is not related to the rigorous calculation of heat exchanger in Aspen Plus, but this is a shortcut design or shortcut calculations in which we will calculate the UA, the calculated area, and the heat duty of heat exchanger, but we will not go into the rigorous calculations with shell passes, tube ID, OD, so on. So this activity is a basic or a starting activity for heat exchanger. So the problem statement which we have been given is that 70 degrees centigrade of benzene is cooled to 50 degrees centigrade by a heat exchanger. It means our one component or one stream is benzene. Remember, hot stream is that stream whose temperature needs to be lowered down, and cold stream is that stream whose temperature is increased during this heat exchange process. कि hot stream क्या होती है, जो हाई टेम्परेचर पे एक्सचेंजर में इन होगी और कंपेरेटिवली लो टेम्परेचर पे कूल डाउन होकर निकलेगी. और कोल्ड स्ट्रीम क्या है कि जो लो टेम्परेचर पे इन होगी और इस प्रोसेस हीट एक्सचेंज प्रोसेस के दौरान उसका टेम्परेचर राइज होगा और आउटलेट पे उसका टेम्परेचर ज्यादा होगा. A hot stream is that stream which loses heat during this heat exchange process, and cold stream is that stream which gains heat during this process. So in this case, benzene is a hot stream and 25 degrees centigrade of toluene is used during this process. So toluene is a cold stream and determine the temperature of cool out stream. Attention, the degree of freedom of shortcut heat exchanger is 1. Means you have to specify only one parameter of this shortcut heat exchanger. So there are a lot of options available in heat exchanger and you have to specify only one of them. What you can specify: hot stream outlet temperature, that the hot stream is entering and obviously cold stream is entering. You know the specification of these two streams. However, you do not know the specification of cold outlet or either hot outlet, which could be temperature or flow rate. But in this case, you can specify either hot stream outlet temperature or hot stream outlet temperature decrease. That what is the total decrease means if it's entering at 100 degrees centigrade and exiting at 70 degrees centigrade, then the total decrease is 30 degrees centigrade. Similarly, hot outlet minus cold inlet temperature difference. That the hot stream which is at the exit of the heat exchanger minus the cold stream which is entering the heat exchanger, and the difference in the temperature of both these streams can be specified. Then degree of subcooling, hot stream outlet vapor fraction, you can also specify it, and opposite of it, hot inlet minus cold outlet. And similarly the same properties for cold stream, you can specify the exchanger duty or you can specify the temperature approach. If you remember the cooling tower I have taught you in the previous semester, what was the approach? That the hot stream, which was water, which was exiting from the cooling tower or leaving the cooling tower, its temperature minus the temperature of ambient air, which was entering the cooling tower. So the difference between these two streams is labeled as approach. That cooling tower is a type of heat exchanger. The heat is exchanging in this exchanger as well. So the definition of approach is the same, and usually the value of approach is taken as 10 Kelvin और 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. कि अप्रोच की जो वैल्यू है वो 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड रखी जाती है. और अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने जब कूलिंग टावर का एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म किया था तो उसमें हमने एक अप्रोच कैलकुलेट की थी कि जो वाटर आउट हो रहा है कूलिंग टावर से उसका टेम्परेचर माइनस जो एम्बियंट एयर इन हो रही है उसका वेट बल्ब टेम्परेचर, तो इन दोनों का जो डिफरेंस था वो अप्रोच था. और चूंकि ये भी एक एक्सचेंजर है, जो कूलिंग टावर है वो एक एक्सचेंजर की टाइप ही है ना, तो जो अप्रोच की डेफिनेशन वहां थी वही अप्रोच की डेफिनेशन यहाँ है। तो आपको इनमें से कोई एक पैरामीटर को स्पेसिफाई करना होता है। इन प्रॉब्लम डिस्क्रिप्शन यू हैव बीन आस्क्ड टू डिटरमिन द टेम्परेचर ऑफ cool out stream. So the cool stream or the cold stream which is entering is pure toluene having mass flow rate of 2000 kg per hour with a feed temperature of 25 degrees centigrade and pressure of 2.5 bar. The hot stream which is entering is pure benzene, mass flow rate of 2000 kg per hour, temperature is 70 degrees centigrade and pressure is 1.5 bar. And for benzene toluene, if you remember, we have selected SRK as property package and steam NBS as free water method. So we will specify the component, the property package, binary parameters, then we will specify or we will select the heat exchanger, and there are two hot streams, one is at inlet, one is at outlet, and two cold streams, one at inlet and one at outlet, and the same is written over here. Then put the input hot fluid in hot in, put the output hot fluid in hot out. कि जो इनपुट है हॉट की वैल्यू वो आप हॉट इन में देंगे, जो आउटपुट है वो हॉट आउट में जाएगा। सिमिलरली जो कोल्ड का इनपुट है वो कोल्ड इन में जाएगा और जो कोल्ड का आउटपुट है वो कोल्ड आउट में चला जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट स्पेसिफाई द हॉट इन स्ट्रीम, देन कोल्ड इन स्ट्रीम, देन give the specification of hot stream outlet which has been specified as 50 degrees centigrade. If you see, go back to the problem description, that you have been specified the inlet temperature of hot stream and outlet temperature of hot stream, and you have specified the inlet temperature of cold stream, but you have to compute the outlet temperature of cold stream. So you will specify the hot stream outlet temperature which is known to you, and Aspen will calculate the missing parameter which is the cold stream outlet temperature with the approach temperature as 10 degrees centigrade, which I told you that it is used by convention, or it's a rule of thumb usually, to take 10 degrees centigrade as minimum temperature approach, and after that you simulate it and results are available to you. And in thermal results you can see the hot in temperature pressure conditions, the cold in temperature pressure conditions, hot out and cold out temperature pressure conditions. So let's quickly go to Aspen Plus and solve it. So we will select benzene and toluene mix for components with SRK as property package and steam NBS as free water method. Click next, estimate using Unifact, click run, and once results are available, go to the simulation block. Clicking on simulation, and in exchangers you see this heat X, which is the two stream co-current or counter current heat exchanger. And if you scroll it down, then there are a lot of options available over here. You can select any one of these. The results will be the same. And if you see here, this is the forced draft cooling tower. This one is the induced draft cooling tower. So click on this heat exchanger, for example, simple heat exchanger, label it as HE, which is the heat exchanger, expand it a bit, and then do the connections of hot in, hot out, cold in, cold out. It means two inlet streams and two outlet streams. So what is this asking? Hot inlet. So label it as hot in. What is this? Hot required, which is the outlet. So this is hot out. Similarly, what is this? Cold required, cold inlet, because the symbol is towards the exchanger and this is out of the exchanger. So it means it's cold out. So you see, this is a very simple connections. Now click on hot in and specify the conditions. And what are the conditions? That it's at 70 degrees centigrade, 1.5 bar, 2000 kg per hour, and pure benzene. So it's 70 degrees centigrade, 1.5 bar, with a mass flow rate of 2000 kg per hour, and it's pure benzene. So we will specify mass fraction as 1. Click on next and then specify the cold inlet, 25 degrees centigrade, 2.5 bar, 2000 kg per hour, and 100 weight percent. 25 degrees centigrade, 2.5 bar, mass flow rate as 2000 kg per hour, and mass fraction as 1 for toluene. After that, click next and you come to this heat exchanger setup. In model fidelity, means the model requirement, we are currently doing shortcut. We can also do shell and tube, but it's a rigorous calculation. Kettle reboiler, again it's a rigorous calculation. Thermosiphon, air cooled plate type, heat exchanger, but these all are involved in a rigorous calculation, and we are interested in the shortcut calculations, which is the part of our curriculum. And once you select shortcut, you cannot specify that hot fluid will be placed in which side, because you are not doing the sizing analysis or the rigorous analysis. So it doesn't matter where is hot stream, either in shell or in tube, because you are not specifying in shortcut method. कि आप shortcut method में ये नहीं बताते कि hot fluid shell side में जाएगा या ट्यूब साइड में जाएगा, चाहे वो विस्कस है, corrosive है, कुछ भी है, शॉर्टकट में आप सिर्फ शॉर्टकट की कैलकुलेशंस करते हैं, जिसमें आप एरिया निकाल लेते हैं, एलएमटीडी निकाल लेते हैं, यूए की वैल्यूज निकाल लेते हैं। इससे ज्यादा आपका काम इसमें नहीं होता। अगर आप रिग्रेस की तरफ जाते हैं, यानी शेल एंड ट्यूब की तरफ जाते हैं या कोई और टाइप की तरफ जाते हैं, तो फिर चीजें डिफरेंट हो जाती हैं। एंड इन शॉर्टकट फ्लो डायरेक्शन, ऑब्वियसली काउंटर करंट डायरेक्शन इज ऑलवेज द बेस्ट। एंड इन कैलकुलेशन मोड, you will select the design, program selects the geometry, obviously you are doing the simple calculation, so that won't affect. And in calculation mode, it's design, rating, simulation, and maximum fouling. So click it on design and specification, select hot stream outlet temperature, which is 50 degrees centigrade as was specified. And this minimum temperature approach always should be 10 degrees centigrade. As I have told you that in industry, the minimum temperature approach is always at a level of 10 degrees centigrade. Why it is at 10 degrees centigrade? This is related with the concept of pinch analysis. But once we will reach the pinch analysis, or when you will study it in 8th semester in the offered courses, you will understand it better. But we can have a discussion in our online session as well. So after that, click run, and once after running, go to main flow sheet and click on the stream results. And once you go to stream results, you can see that hot in was in liquid phase at 70 degrees centigrade 1.5 bar, and exiting at 50 degrees centigrade and 1.5 bar. You see there is no pressure drop in heat exchanger. We will also specify it now. And then you see cold inlet at 25 degrees centigrade 2.5 bar and exiting at 45.69 degrees centigrade and 2.5 bar. So if I ask you to calculate the approach right now of this system, this is hot outlet minus cold inlet. So it's 25 degrees centigrade, way beyond the minimum approach temperature. If it's come down below the minimum approach temperature, then it will not converge. कि अगर ये डिफरेंस 10 डिग्री से कम हो जाए तो आपका ये हीट एक्सचेंजर कन्वर्ज नहीं होगा, तो फिर आपको अपनी स्ट्रीम की कंडीशंस को डिफरेंट या चेंज करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन खैर वो अभी इस हमारे करिकुलम में अभी के लिए, चूंकि ये इंट्रोडक्टरी लेक्चर है, तो इंक्लूड नहीं है। एंड वंस यू क्लिक ऑन दिस रिजल्ट्स, you can see hot in, cold out, cold in, hot out results are placed over here with temperature, pressure, vapor fraction conditions are placed, and heat duty, which is the total heat in the system, means the heat supplied from hot stream to cold stream is 459.35 calories per second, because we have not assumed any heat leak in the process. हमने heat leak assume ही नहीं की, इसमें कहीं पे heat loss नहीं हो रही, perfect system है, isolated system है, environment में कोई heat leak नहीं हो रही। तो इसका मतलब है कि ये जितनी heat है, if I take it to kilowatt, that 19.2231 kilowatt heat is transferred from hot stream to cold stream, and as a result its temperature increased from 25 to 45.69 degrees centigrade, and its temperature decreased from 70 to 50 degrees centigrade. And if you go to the balance, you see the difference in and out is zero, and it should always be zero, and this zero shows that there is no mass loss, there is no heat loss. And in exchanger details, you can see the calculated heat duty, which is in kilowatt, which is 19.2231 kilowatt. Similarly, the heat exchanger area required is 0.91735 square meter. Similarly, the average U dirty, which is the value of UA LMTD, and you see number of shell in series. This is by default is calculated, and LMTD correction factor. So this is how you do the simulation of heat exchanger in Aspen Plus. Now, one more thing which I want to teach you in this exercise. If you go to summary, you see there is no pressure drop in the system. However, if we want to introduce a pressure drop in a system, what is the procedure of it? The procedure is go to heatex, or simply click on this heat exchanger. It will take you to heatex, and in pressure drop, which is the fourth one, in hot side, specify the outlet pressure. Suppose if I say that in the hot side the pressure drop is 0.1 bar, the inlet pressure is 1.5 bar, the outlet pressure is 1.4 bar, because there is 0.1 bar pressure drop at the hot side. And similarly, if there is a pressure drop of 0.5 bar at the cold side, the inlet pressure is 2.5 bar, so the outlet pressure should be, I hope you have guessed it right, it's 2 bar. So after that, click on run, and once you go to thermal results, you will see that 1.5 and now it's 1.4, so it's a pressure difference of 0.1 bar. It's a pressure drop, and here the pressure drop is 0.5 bar. So you have to also learn it how to specify the pressure drop, that you have to specify pressure drops by coming in this pressure drop tab and specify the outlet pressure of hot side and cold side, and obviously you have to calculate it. Hot side pressure minus hot side pressure drop is outlet pressure of hot side. Similarly, cold side outlet pressure is cold side pressure in minus cold side pressure drop. So that's the overall procedure of doing heat exchanger in Aspen Plus. I would suggest you to use other diagrams and see what are the connections. For example, if I click it here and if I place it over here and label it as HE1, कि मैं ये इसको place कर देता हूँ, then you see now this is cold stream. That cold will enter from here. This is C in. In this case, in this symbol, the cold was entering from here. Similarly, you see this is hot in. Hot in is same as that of this symbol. Similarly, select different symbols and you see the connections. So you have to be very careful while selecting the symbol and while selecting the stream, and always read it that what are the requirements, that it's required hot inlet, it requires cold outlet, it requires hot out. So that's all from this activity of heat exchanger. There is another activity in the slides, but I would suggest you to do it yourself. And if there is any query, we can discuss it in our online session. Now, what is that? It is related to the hexane pentane, that hexane is a cold stream and pentane is a hot stream, and determine the temperature of hot stream outlet. In this case, we have to determine the outlet temperature of hot stream. In the previous activity, we had to determine the outlet temperature of cold stream, and in this case, you have been specified the exchanger duty of 6000 calories per second. If I take you back to Aspen, and if you click on it, then in specifications, instead of specifying hot stream outlet temperature, you will specify the exchanger duty, and the minimum approach temperature should be 10. And you can take pressure drop in this example as well. And obviously the pencil will be selected. This is the hot inlet and this is the cold inlet. So this is the cold inlet specification, this is the hot inlet specification, and again the procedure is given to you, that hot, you have defined the hot in, cold in, and you have specified the exchanger duty, and you will calculate the hot outlet temperature and cold outlet temperature. In this case, you have not been given any temperature. The thermal result this value. So based on this value, it will calculate the hot out and cold out. Basically, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि हीट ड्यूटी का मतलब क्या है, कि कितनी हीट हॉट साइड से कोल्ड साइड को ट्रांसफर होगी, और वो ऑब्वियसली हीट को ट्रांसफर होने के लिए जो उसकी ड्राइविंग फोर्स है वो टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस है। तो वो जो हॉट का टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस होगा वो भी खुद कैलकुलेट करेगा, जो कोल्ड का टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस होगा वो भी खुद कैलकुलेट करेगा बेस्ड ऑन दिस हीट ड्यूटी। ठीक है जी। सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम दिस एक्टिविटी। थैंक यू सो मच।